Right now in Moscow, a senior official is sitting in a briefing room looking at a set of numbers that do not add up. Military spending is up 44% year on year. The economy contracted 0.3% in the first quarter. Inflation is running at 9.5%. And the budget deficit, the gap between what Russia spends and what it earns, has already hit 5.9 trillion rubles in the first 4 months of 2026. The full year target was 3.8 trillion. Russia is not collapsing. Something quieter and more dangerous is happening. For 3 years, the story from the Kremlin has not changed. Sanctions have failed. The economy is resilient. The West is overestimating its own power. And on the surface, parts of that story hold. Russia is still selling oil. Its factories are still running. The state still pays pensions and salaries, but the surface is not the structure. Beneath the official narrative, the Russian economy is not dying, it is hollowing. There are four numbers that tell the real story. First, gold. In the first 4 months of 2026, the Central Bank of Russia sold approximately 900,000 ounces of gold, the largest drawdown in 24 years. As of May 2026, Russia holds 73.9 million ounces in reserve. Those reserves exist for emergencies. Russia is treating this moment like an emergency. Second, oil revenue. Oil and gas revenues fell 38% in early 2026. The Iran conflict raised global oil prices, and that helped for a few weeks. But the structural damage is deeper. Russian crude sells at a permanent discount. Sanctions have rerouted shipping. The premium that once funded everything has shrunk. Third, the interest rate. Russia's central bank held rates at 21% for most of 2025, a level that freezes business lending. It cut to 14.25% on June 19, 2026. That is still a number that makes borrowing for a factory, a farm, or a small business functionally impossible. Fourth, frozen reserves. Approximately $340 billion in Russian central bank reserves remain inaccessible, frozen by Western sanctions since 2022. That is money Russia can see on a balance sheet but cannot touch. Then there is the fund that keeps the lights on. Russia's National Welfare Fund, the sovereign wealth account built from years of oil profits above planned prices, contains roughly $135 billion on paper, but only $58 billion of that is liquid. The rest is tied up in infrastructure projects, state company shares, and gold. At current spending rates, analysts estimate the liquid portion could be gone within 12 to 18 months. When that happens, Russia faces a choice it has avoided for 2 decades. Cut military spending, raise taxes on a population already facing 9.5% inflation and 13.5 million people below the poverty line, or print money and watch the ruble collapse. But here is the counter-argument, and it is strong. Russia is not isolated. Trade with China and India has expanded significantly since 2022. Russian agriculture has achieved domestic food security. Import substitution has kept key industries running. The economy has not collapsed, and in several sectors it has adapted. The Kremlin is not incompetent. It has played a weak hand with considerable skill. Now for the part most explainers get wrong. The danger is not a sudden collapse. The danger is a slow hollowing. 4 million working-age Russians have left the country since 2022. Engineers, programmers, entrepreneurs. The ones who build economies. They are not coming back. The businesses that cannot get loans at 14% do not die overnight. They shrink. They stop hiring. They stop innovating. The economy contracts without anyone noticing because GDP numbers still show growth in military production. That is the hollowing. The outside looks intact. The inside is being eaten. A hollow economy can survive for years. It can pay soldiers, it can extract oil, it can print rubles. What it cannot do is build the industries, the institutions, and the confidence that an economy needs to grow when the war ends. Russia is not collapsing at the center, it is thinning at the edges. The question is not whether Russia's economy survives 2026. The question is what is left of it in 2036 and whether anyone is still there to rebuild it.